Here you go. Go upstairs.
Yes, I'm here. And then please.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. We are going to start already so that we will accomplish a lot of things today. And so, to review about our learning of the Filipino language, we will be covering a recall or review of what we have learned from last week. And we've learned last week how to introduce ourselves in the Filipino language. So, anyone who would like to try and practice how to introduce themselves in the Filipino language? Can anybody remember how to do that?
Now can you play? No. What is it? Oh my God.
All right. So to
No,
review,
DJ.
we are going to use hi and then your name, and you introduce yourself in the informal way for now. Who would like to start?
Uh, shall I go first?
Yes, please.
Alright. Kumusta? Ako si King David. Q. Kinagagala ko makilala ka.
All right.
Me
Thank
turn, me
you
turn, me turn, me
for
turn, me turn, me
introducing
turn.
yourself in the formal way. How about Rachel? Can you introduce yourself in the informal way?
Kumusta? Ako si Rachel. Kinagagala ako, makilala ka.
Right. Thank you for doing so. To start, when you're introducing yourself and you don't know the people around you, you say, "Hi, I'm Rachel," like that. Or in Filipino, you say,
Okay.
"Ah, kumusta? Ako si Rachel." Like that only. And then you can add the ikinagagalak kung makilala ka to share how happy you are that you have met the person. Okay, good job. I'm glad that you're doing your
Thank you.
best in practicing how to
Vamos,
introduce yourself and how to express
vamos.
your happiness in knowing others as well. All right, let's listen to Sela.
Yes.
Yes, if you want to introduce yourself, you can start.
Mm, kamusta po? Ako si Stella Macy.
Very good. How about TJ?
DJ, come here. Ako si Olivia Carpuston. Tayo.
You can do it. Are you there, TJ?
TJ already said it.
All right. Thank you for helping TJ, Sela. I'm glad that you're there. All right. So as a review again, I would like you to remember that it's polite or important that you could introduce yourself in the language that is common to everyone. And since we are in the Philippines, it's not right that we introduce ourselves or use the Filipino language to introduce ourselves to others. So here is an example. I would like everyone to read the Filipino portion of this one. David, can you please read this
Okay.
this translation in Filipino?
Vamos. Okay. Kumusta? Ako si... Should I say your name there?
David, yes.
Kumusta? Ako si David. Kinagagalak ko makilala ka.
All right. Rachel, can you please read the Filipino translation?
Kumusta? Ako si Richel. Kinagagalak kong makilala ka.
You can change my name here to your name. Please read again.
Kumusta? Ako si Rachel. Kinagagalak kong makilala ka.
Very good.
Hello.
Sela, your turn.
Yes.
Repeat after me. Kumusta?
Kamusta? Ako si Salameti. Kikakalaka. Kikakalaka kong malaka. Lalaga.
Okay, very good. How about TJ? Would you like to try to read the Filipino translation of this introduction?
No, said TJ.
Okay, you can try again in a little while. All right. And of course, if we're going to understand the translation of this, it means, hi, I'm, and then your name. It's nice to meet you. Or I'm happy to meet you. Remember that kumusta is equivalent to how are you, a hi, or a hello. Then ako si is equivalent to I am. It's talking about a person or yourself in English. Okay.
Ako si...
Yes.
Excuse me.
Right. Next, we are going to see your name, of course. You have David, you have Rachel, you have Sala, TJ. This is your name.
Hello.
Pertaining to yourself.
Hi,
Hello.
Weiner.
Welcome, Weiner. We're just having a review of the lesson that we had last week. And you will be introducing yourself as a practice of the lesson that we did last week. All right. So continuing with the review, we have kinagagalak kong makilala ka is I'm glad. Then meeting a person, and of course, nice meeting you. So these are the ways for us to express how happy we are in meeting the person. Right? Then there are two ways in formal introduction. What are they? How are ways that we can introduce ourselves formally to anyone?
We had po.
That's right. So you add po or opo in everything that you're saying. But there is a specific way of adding the po and the opo, which is what we're going to learn in the second lesson that we're going to have, the Filipino manners. So here we will find out that the different ways of introducing yourself formally and informally is using the po and opo. informal setting. And for informal, just simply remove the po and the opo. All right. So let's have Weiner for your practice of introducing yourself. You can unmute yourself. If you're ready, you can begin.
Kamusta?
Kamusta daw? Mabuti po. Kasi, I'm good or mabuti po.
You can do it, Weiner. Yes, that's right. You say mabuti po. All right. So you can start introducing yourself when you're ready. This is where you can practice.
O, there. Kumusta? Teacher, kumakain pa po kasi ng banana.
Okay. Okay lang po, ate. And we're going to go back to Weiner later on. Okay? So,
Okay.
reviewing everybody,
Sorry.
here is a question for you. I will cover this formal and informal way of introducing yourself, and I will hide it for now. Let's see how well you can remember this, right? I will start here. What is kumusta in English?
Hi.
That's right. Who answered that? Was that Rachel?
Me.
Good
Me,
job.
hello.
Yes. Kumusta is hi,
Hi.
hello, or
Hi.
what's the other one? The longer version of kumusta.
Hello. Kamusta po kayo?
Kamusta ka?
Yes. What is the longer version of kumusta? It also could mean how are you? Isn't it? It also means how are you? Right. Let's see. What is the translation of ako si?
I am.
Very good, Stella. Ako si is I am. Very good. Next, what is the translation of these words in English? Let me see.
How are you?
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it yet. Give me one moment. All right, these are
Okay.
long words, long words. Ikinagagalak ko po kayong makilala. That's long. What's the translation in English? You can do it. It's
I don't know.
I am happy to meet you. Remember, we did it. Kinagagalak ko po kayong makilala is it's nice to meet you or I'm happy to meet you.
Car.
Right, great. So now we are moving forward with our lessons, and that is Filipino manners. So we are going to learn how to greet and how to say goodbye. There's a lot of ways for us to infuse Filipino manners in everything that we do. But we are going to start with when you arrive and when you leave a room, a meeting place, or in your house. You can say, Mom, Dad, I'm home. How do you say that in Philippines? Right? So let me make this presentation so everybody can see it. There you go. And give me one moment to present this for you.
Once you have lost the
Right? So what can you read in this screen? Okay, I'm not sure why it's not showing. But what can you see here? What can you read there? So these are Filipino manners. We already talked about kumusta po. Isn't it? Kumusta po is hi, hello, or how are you? How about salamat and paalam? So these are the words that we're going to learn today on how we can be polite. How we can say thank you and how, yes, how we can say thank you and how to say paalam or goodbye. So, kumusta po kayo is how are you and magandang araw. Let's read together. After teacher, salamat.
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 One more time, salamat.
Salamat.
Right. Let's hear David. Please say salamat.
Salamat.
Right. Rachel.
Salamat. Salamat.
Good job. And TJ.
PJ.
But if he cannot reach us, maybe he's walking around, maybe we can have Weiner. Yes, just repeat after me. Salamat.
already done.
Oh, you are?
Salamat.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. All right, so salamat means thank you. Or when you translate it in English, it means thank you. Right, so whenever you hear this word, you now know that a person is saying thank you to you, or another is saying thank you to others, right? This also is very close to one of the thank yous in an Asian country, particularly in Indonesia. They just changed the letter A near letter S to letter E and they say salamat. It's very close and the meaning is very the same. It means thank you as well. But in Indonesia, they say it salamat. Okay? Salamat. When we are very grateful, this is what we're going to say. Maraming salamat. Let's say it all together. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Very good. Let's hear Rachel. Please say maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Good job. Let's have Sela. Let's say maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Good job. Now let's have David. Please say maraming salamat.
I'm
All right. I didn't hear David. Please say it one more time. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Good job. Now, Weiner. I think you're ready. Please say maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Good job. That is thank you very much. Right. When you're very, very grateful and out of the joy of your heart, you really want to express how joyful you are in your gratefulness, you say, maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Right? Next. Now, there are ways to be polite as well when you're saying salamat. And that is when you put, what are we going to put in our words to be more respectful?
Po.
Yes, we use po and opo. Now, let's see. Please repeat after me. Salamat po.
Salamat po.
Good job. And when we practice being polite, it's also something that makes the elderly very happy when they hear you are being polite with them or the people older than you, or to your teacher, or to your mom who's teaching you, or dad who's teaching you. When you say salamat po, dad, or salamat po, mom, that's actually a good thing. You address your dad. So here's one challenge.
Salamat, tatay.
What is dad in Filipino?
Tatay.
Good job, Rachel. The answer is tatay. So you can say, salamat po, tatay. Maraming salamat po, tatay. How about mom? This is a hard one. What is mom in
Nanay.
Who said that?
Me.
So I think the girls answered with nanay. It's very, what do you call that? Very popular in Filipino. You call your mom nanay. So let's say we are thanking our dad very much. Please say it, David.
Okay. Maraming salamat po, tatay.
Good job. How about thanking your mom very much? Weiner.
What?
Yes, when you're thanking your mom very much, how do you say that in Filipino? You can say, maraming salamat po, nanay.
Maraming salamat po, nanay.
Wow, you're a natural when it comes to Filipino. So, konti na lang and you're able to grasp things.
I don't speak Filipino, only English.
But we are practicing to speak in Filipino, and the more we use it every day, the more easier it is to be registered to us, and it will come out naturally, right? Okay, so
Yes.
let's now have our reply. When someone says thank you to you, they would say, what do you say? Thank you. What's your reply when somebody thanks you?
Salamat
You say, in English, you're
Okay.
welcome. And the equivalent of that in Filipino is walang anuman.
Wala nga naman.
Very good. Let's hear Rachel. I've heard Kuya David say it. Please say it, Rachel.
Walang anuman.
Good job.
Ba.
Sarah?
Walang anuman.
Good. And TJ, are you ready? But if not, let's go to Weiner. Yes. When somebody says, maraming salamat, Weiner, what do you say?
I don't know.
You will say, you're welcome. And in Filipino, it means walang anuman. Repeat after teacher. Walang anuman.
Walang anuman.
Very good. Now we're going to have a drill. Right? I will cover this. Let's see if it will
What's the
register
drill?
to us. A drill is when you practice a few times until you'll remember. Okay? So, Kuya David will partner with Weiner. Ate Rachel will partner with Sela. Now, Kuya David will say thank you.
In Filipino.
One more time. Kuya David will say thank you. And Weiner will say you're welcome, but in Filipino. Okay? Then Rachel will say thank you. Then Sela will reply with you're welcome, but in Filipino. All right? You can practice. I'll give you 5 counts. No. I'll give you 10 counts to practice. Ready? Go. All right. I think we're ready. Let's listen to the girls first. Rachel.
Salamat po.
Okay. Sela.
Walang anuman.
Good job. Let's have Kuya David.
Alright. Salamat po.
All right. Weiner.
Walang alaman.
Perfect. Hey, this time you're going to swap places. So Weiner will say salamat, and then Kuya David will say you're welcome or walang anuman. Then swap Rachel and Sala. Sala will say
Walang anuman.
thank you, and Rachel will say
Walang
you're
anuman
welcome.
yun.
All right, 10 counts to practice, and we'll start.
Salamat po.
All right, I think we're ready. Let's start with the boys. So, Weiner,
Alright.
Weiner, you can start.
Salamat po.
Kuya David.
Walang anuman.
Perfect. Now,
Walang
let's have Sela.
Salamat po.
And Rachel.
Wala. Wait, hold up. What was mine again? Walang anuman.
Okay, thank you very much. So those are the easiest way to start with our manners whenever we are grateful because somebody did something for us or gave a gift to us, especially to those who are already nearing the celebration of their birthday. It's but right to say thank you, right? When you say thank you, people will know that you are grateful. And if you have done a favor to someone and you're very happy that you've helped them, you can say, you're welcome or walang anuman. Right. Let's have a little bit of trivia. In
Give me a
all right. With regards to Filipino manners, and greetings. We're going to learn some greetings. Let's see, what greetings do we have? Please read after me. Magandang araw.
Magandang araw.
When we say magandang araw, we are saying good day. So in English, good day. When we translate it Filipino, it means magandang araw. So there's a big word here.
That's a big boat
Yes.
and island.
That's
Is
right.
it a boat or an
It is actually a sunset already because our lesson is nearing sunset or already we've finished sunset.
island?
There's another sentence here. Kumusta po kayo? Okay. What's the meaning? What is kumusta po kayo in English?
How are you?
How are you?
Hey, I answered that first.
That's right.
No. Just
How are you? Yes, whoever did said the word first, thank you so much for helping teacher to know that you've already had a grasp of the Filipino manners. Okay. One thing. Did you know, like any other country, the Philippines has a set of etiquette or good manners. It may
Okay.
confuse tourists who would like to visit. Okay, like
America.
what to do when we are talking to elders, those who are older than us.
What's the difference?
How are the polite ways of eating? Do you eat with your hands only?
I do. I eat with my hand.
Do you eat with your spoon and fork?
Yeah, but not the fork.
Yeah. Okay. So there
I
are
eat
some
with a
people
spoon and knife.
who would like to eat with using their hands, especially when you're eating fish, right?
Yeah.
If you're planning to talk to elderly, which we already know, we add po and opo, right? Like in many Asian countries, they use very respectful words to those who are older than them. This
Okay.
means you cannot just call anyone by their first name. Hey,
Okay.
you! Hey, David! Like that. You cannot just simply say that. Because if you're thinking of talking to your mom's friend or your dad's friend, you should call them tita or
Tita,
tito.
tito.
What is tita, by the way?
Auntie.
Very good. Who said that?
Me.
Awesome. And what is tito?
Uncle.
Uncle. That's right. So, respectively. How about lolo? What is lolo?
Grandpa.
That's right. How about lola?
Grandma.
Ma.
Grandma. And the words that we learned earlier, nanay.
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 Nanay is
Mama.
mama,
Mommy.
or mother, mommy. Yes. Tatay is
Papa.
father.
Papa.
Father.
Now to Weiner who has a younger adding, you call your adding adding.
Adding.
Adding. That's
Adding. Ate. Adding.
yes. And if you have a cousin who's older than you, Weiner, you call them ate, kuya.
Ate. Kuya.
Yes. Also,
Oh.
tita, tito, yes. Anybody seen? Let me see.
The problem about the Filipino language is when they're talking, they sound like they're angry.
Yeah, there are some instances that they do that.
Yes.
They sound like they're angry, but no, they're
And arguing.
they're just speaking loud enough so that the others can hear them. Okay.
Okay.
See if you know.
The others more like the whole country.
Hmm?
Others more like the whole country.
All right, let me drill you with this. All right. Have you seen somebody doing this? And are you curious about what it is?
No.
One moment.
Sometimes.
Share my screen.
Ah, okay.
This one. What is the little girl doing?
Bless. She's blessing
Blessing.
Lola. She's blessing Lola.
That's
Blessing is a sign of respect to elders.
yes,
Good job.
way for you to respect the elders. Why do we do this?
So we will show this respect.
Yes, so you are showing respect. They call this mano. You
Mano.
you hold the hand of the one older than you, and then you put their hand on your
On your
that
phone.
is to bless. Good job.
Yippee!
We
already do blessing.
you do blessing. That's good, Weiner. Who else are
Yes.
practicing this?
I always bless every Lola that I see.
That's nice. Yes, you always do that because it's a good practice for you, younger generation, especially that
And then my kids will bless you.
I wonder how other people bless in other countries.
Kiss.
No,
French kiss.
Yeah, there are some countries who
Oui, oui.
they kiss them on the cheeks or assist them in those extra things that you do to help elderly. How about this one? What is this lady doing?
She's helping a grandmama.
That's right. You also assist the elderly. When you see them crossing the street, you care for your elderly generation.
I don't know how to cross the street.
That's right. You don't know.
And help him.
So there are
Help
priority lanes. If you don't know how to cross the street, there are other ways to help the elderly. If there are priority lanes in the
Grab a
grocery
break.
store or in the bus station or jeepney station, you let them go first. Okay? And there's a specific space in the jeepney where the elderly, disabled individuals are sitting. And we give way, right? And what we taught you or what I taught you earlier, greeting, magandang umaga or magandang araw. So for now, let's learn magandang. Alright.
Maganda.
How
I'm
about,
so happy.
how about when you leave? Or how about when
Paalam.
yes, paalam. When entering a home, what do you do with your slippers?
Sit down. Take it off. Wash it maybe. Add bleach.
oh, bleach. Okay.
Yes. What do you do when you're entering somebody's home? What do you do with your
Don't touch
slippers?
everything you see.
Ask for permission.
Ask for permission. Very good.
Yeah.
When you're entering a home, you also say, excuse me po, can I come in? You can actually do that because there are a lot of Filipino words that are borrowed. Okay? And what do you do? Do you sit immediately and then switch on the TV?
No.
No, of course. We should ask permission, just like what David said. So never forget that the home is somebody's home and we should be polite. We should ask permission. Can I sit down?
Can I play PS5?
Here.
Probably.
When you go inside the house, what do you do?
Sit down and eat all of their chips.
No, come
Throw
on.
chip off an airplane.
Leave your slippers
You leave your shoes or slippers off the doorstep.
at the
But
door.
some people let their shoes inside.
Leave
You
our
usually brush your shoes.
outside. Yeah. Right. What else? When we go inside, we go straight to the kitchen and then open the refrigerator door?
No.
Why not?
We are. Late.
So we are going to sit down and wait until they would serve us. Or they would offer, the owner of the home will offer food for us, coffee or meal. Right?
Or milk.
So we eat with our family, and when we do, we also wait for them to. After you are invited, is it okay to offer your help to do some little
Yes.
It's polite, helpful.
Very polite.
At the same time, when you visit a home, it's also nice that you bring pasalubong. What is pasalubong?
Food.
Food that you bring to give to the person who invited. What pasalubong do you like?
I will bring patata.
Patatas. That